If you've ever picked up a Nintendo 64 controller, chances are you or somebody you know claims to reign supreme in one of the planet's most perfectly crafted arts since 1996. Almost everyone has gotten behind the wheel at some point or another. But who really has mastered their craft? Who really knows when to drift or when to jump? When to hold the banana or toss it over your shoulder like a scarf? After countless years of battle, one group of friends decided it was time to crown a champion, a tournament based on skill. These guys have seen it all. They've conquered the leaps of Rainbow Road. They've jumped the walls of Wario Stadium. They know the glitches, the secrets, the tricks. Now, it's time to really compete. Mario Kart in its purest form, without the shortcuts. It's time to find out which of these young men has truly mastered the art of the kart.
Welcome to Mario Kart!
The tournament is simple. Each racer will complete a time trial consisting of 3 laps in a randomly selected track. The 3 fastest times will clinch a spot in the championship series. The next 4 fastest times compete in a battle royale, with the winner clinching the 4th and final spot in the championship race series, a 4-race showdown. Selecting tracks at random is never easy and often argued upon, as each racer may have distinct advantages in various courses. Complete randomization is a necessity. Hanging from the ceiling are 16 slips of paper, each with a track. Owen is voted to get the first one down. The result is in Luigi Raceway. Ah, how fitting. The very first track in the Mushroom Cup. Luigi Raceway embodies the simplest yet purest form of Mario Kart. 2 looping turns, perfect for drifting, a small tunnel, and a long straightaway form this 717-meter tarmac track. Up first, Thomas Bleakley. Thomas admitted to feeling the pressure with going first. It's never easy to come in and set the tone. He had some trouble keeping it on the road out of his drifts, resulting in an end time of 1:57.75. He was not confident it would hold up. Second up, and also feeling a little pressure, was Simon Lee. Simon also experienced some trouble through the first few drifts as he hit the sand early. A bit of a rough start, but he pulls himself together for a very respectable finish.
Didn't know how I would compare to the first time, but I guess it wasn't too bad. Slid out into the sand, so it probably wasn't good.
Next, Iain Pitman came to the plate, attempting to shake off the early nerves. Unfortunately for Iain, he drove a little too safe, keeping it between the lines, but at a cost.
I thought I was doing well. In my head, I was being safe, and then across the finish line in 2 minutes. I enjoy this because this is the only camera time I'm getting.
That would bring Owen Menard to the hot seat. Owen has a lot of experience and showed it early on, drifting Peach around the corners like an old pro.
I think I'll be able to compete.
He recorded a smooth run until a few blemishes on the last lap shaved off some precious seconds, but still did well enough to post the new leading time.
I feel confident that I'm going to be able to go on to the last race and demolish everybody. My biggest target right now is Nick Gibson, because I know he's been playing for a long time, especially in college because he failed college.
While that might not be true, and Nick is a college graduate, Owen was right to worry. Nick is known for his competitiveness.
The same. I don't feel any different. I'm the best, if you know this. I know I'm going to make top 3.
But even after the new fastest time, Nick wasn't ready to call his time a lock for first.
If Dave can beat that time, that's about it.
Speaking of Dave, he would take the controller next. Like Nick, Dave is fairly confident in his driving and would post a new leading time with a little help from a corner cut.
To be honest, I expected to be at the top. I thought maybe 2 or 3 though, because Nick's good, Brent's a wild card. I knew if I raced okay, and I save those last shells for that last corner, I'd be flying.
As the leaderboard starts to establish, Brent Graham, tournament wildcard, as dubbed by his peers, came next.
I right foobarred that first lap though, man. I was a first turn, I was just wiggling all around and wish I could have that one back.
After a rocky start, Brent picked up the pace and took some chances, saving his trial and posting the 3rd fastest time of the day.
Feel pretty good, but you know what? There's a lot of good competitors coming up, and sometimes you just gotta put the puck in the zone and, you know, and get her going.
After 7 contestants, Dave sits in first, with Nick right behind him in second. Brent finds himself in the 3rd seed, hoping to remain as one of the 3 that will clinch the tournament. Owen finds himself atop the wildcard division in 4th, with Simon in 5th, Thomas 6th, and Iain 7th. Up next, Gino Carletti, one of the tournament favorites entering play, seems to really feel the pressure prompting a sloppy start, one which seems oddly out of character for Gino. Gino's rough start was a little too much for him to overcome.
Not too good, I don't feel good. The pressure got to me. Bad time. It hurts the pride. Pride is hurt. I've got a lot of rage right now.
Next up, Gavin Tall struggles out of the gate and is unable to right the ship in time. Disappointing time aside, Gavin still embodies the true Mario Kart spirit.
It's been a long time. The game used to mean a lot to me. It's, you know, been years since I played, and yeah, I'm just happy to be back at it, you know?
The struggles would continue as Justin DL stepped in next, posting an underwhelming overall time. But Justin refuses to lose sight of what's important.
Pretty much I planned to come last, so it went better than planned. Am I satisfied with the result? Well, let's be honest. I'm 27 years old and I'm in a Mario Kart competition. So, sure.
With only a few competitors left, Taylor Gibson, brother of Nick, was determined to stay in the game and compete for the win. Taylor's risky style paid off as he clinched himself a spot in the Battle Royale for the wild card.
Well, battling against these guys, yeah. You know, just throw a little punch like this guy. I think I'm good.
With all but one racer to go, the top 3 remains the same, with Dave, Nick, and Brent, and the Battle Royale looking at Owen, Taylor, Simon, and Gino just barely holding on. It would all come down to Kevin Cooley, an underdog who has been overlooked by many entering today's competition. Kevin needs to beat Brent to clinch a spot in the tournament. Determined, Kevin posts a quick first lap, and follows up with a good second. It's going to be tight, and Kevin's going to have to be flawless in order to catch Brent's time. It would all come down to the final turn. He does it.
There you go, top 3, Kevin. That was like so nerve-wracking.
Top 3, baby. I was in the zone, I felt. I hit the sand a little bit, but yeah, I was in the zone. Heart's racing. That's all I gotta say.
With Kevin's time, the top 3 seeds with an automatic bid are Dave, Nick, and Kevin. The Battle Royale for the wildcard spot will include Brent, Owen, Taylor, and Simon, eliminating Gino, much to everyone's surprise. As Dave reads the times, the crowd, as always, shows appreciation for the bottom feeders.
Okay, so coming in last place is Iain Pitman. 2 minutes and 1 second. The last person to not make the Battle Royale is Gino.
For Gino, the pain is all too real.
So coming in first, Dave Pitman. Second place in the tournament, we got Nick Gibson.
For Brent, a genuine heartbreaking moment as he expects to hear his name.
Third and final spot in the tournament is Kevin Cooley.
Never forget about the underdog, as Brent has learned.
Kevin Cooley. Brent takes the first spot in the wild card Battle Royale, and then we got Owen, Taylor, and Simon.
The Battle Royale takes place at none other than Blockfort. Any other map is just out of the question. Emotions run high as the battle begins. Brent and Taylor are first to meet. Notice Brent drop the fake box as Taylor rounds the corner armed with green shells. Both lose a balloon. Moments later, Brent encounters Owen in a battle of shells. Simon remains close by. Speaking of Simon, Taylor, armed with more green shells, nails him with a perfectly placed shot. But Simon won't be denied his revenge. With Simon and Brent now facing elimination, they would seal their own fate with the impact of 1,000 blue shells. Both are eliminated. An intriguing part of the battle, the first eliminated are presented an opportunity to become a bomb on wheels, a wild card, a way to tip the scales of battle in epic proportions. Not today, it seems. Now down to just Owen and Taylor, both with just one balloon remaining. The tension is thick. The two keep their distance, planning their attack. Taylor lures Owen into an area filled with bananas when Taylor clinches the fourth and final spot of the tournament with an epic win. The competitors congratulate each other after a heated battle. So with the top 4 racers decided, it's time to randomly select the 4 championship races, which means Owen's work for the day is not yet complete. Unsuccessful. The drama heightens.
1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Success. 2 tracks fall from the sky. The official first 2 tracks: Mario Raceway, Wario Stadium. 2 down, 2 to go.
3.
Injured but sworn to duty, Owen selects the 3rd track, Banshee Boardwalk. With 1 track remaining, the team comes to a compromise. Owen is hurt, and it's agreed upon he can simply climb the ladder and pull down a track to save his body from further harm. The team lies. Nevertheless, the results are in. Frappe Snowland. So it's decided. Mario Raceway, Wario Stadium, Banshee Boardwalk, Frappe Snowland. Let the games begin. Miraculously, Nick draws a lightning early and pulls into first before even using it. The race, it seems, was over before it began.
Oh no!
Nick takes a commanding lead and is never seen again. He would cruise. Dave, however, would struggle early on. Falling into 4th place, he was in danger of missing out on points entirely.
Oh my! Dave. I just got 2 bombs in a row.
As Nick would dominate the race, Dave and Kevin would battle for 3rd, with Taylor seemingly locking up 2nd place. Until spinning out, prompting an epic finish. But after all the excitement, it's Nick who takes 1st place after 1.
I caught a lightning right at the first item block, and I was in last place, and I caught a lightning bolt, and then everybody just crashed. So now I was in first place with a lightning bolt. So I used it, and I was gone.
Next up, Wario Stadium, where even the top competitors know lightning and jumps do not mix.
Yeah, I'm confident, but I'm afraid of the jump in Wario Stadium. If you get caught with the lightning, you're done.
Nick spins out early, prompting accusations of lightning greed.
I knew he was doing that. No, I want. He wants that lightning bolt. You know, we all know. We all know what the Chiefs.
It would be the brothers to strike lightning first. Third place Nick and fourth place Taylor hold the fate of the jumpers. Nick strikes first, taking out first place Kevin and sending him into the abyss. It leaves a bad taste in his mouth. As madness ensues at the jump, Taylor would hit soon after, nearly taking Nick off the edge. Nick recovers, but forgets about Kevin, who looks to exact revenge in the form of a red shell.
Oh no! Oh, I'm in last. Oh! Huge twist. Oh no! What's that, Kevin? You got hit by a shell. Right. Kevin shot me with a red shell. You know he's gonna get.
Dave would put some distance between himself and the rest of the field, heading into the third lap, looking like he may cruise to the win, unless.
Oh my gosh. DK, this could change the game here.
With Dave in second place in the overall standings, Nick was now in perfect position to sabotage him heading into the jump, giving Taylor a chance to make a move. There's only one way Dave can save himself, and it's rarely given out to a racer in first.
Yes! Oh no! Yes! 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 Suck it, Nick! Oh shit.
I fell off the cliff, off the ramp. So I was like dead last, and I was like, okay, I just need to salvage points. And then I got a lightning. I'm like, okay, Dave's going down. I'm gonna lightning his ass off the ramp. He's gonna fall. Jackass gets a ghost, and he steals my lightning. I'm in last place, and he stole my lightning.
I knew when Nick was sitting in fourth place that he was gonna get that lightning. So I was just stewing there. I was so mad he was gonna win the race with a lightning. But when I got that ghost, I was so happy, and it felt so good to steal that lightning and just cruise up.
No comment.
So after 2 races, it's Dave in first with 15 points, followed by Nick with 12. Taylor remains in third while Kevin continues to struggle with 0. Nothing is guaranteed just yet. Anything can happen. Banshee Boardwalk is one of the less popular courses, and the racers will look to establish their positions there.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard, looks like I have to go first the next 2 races. Banshee Boardwalk, yeah, a lot of scary cats around there. Kind of afraid of those bats, I don't know.
All I gotta do is just take down Nick, just finish ahead of Nick. Whether I finish third and he's fourth, and then we'll see.
I need first place. I need first. I need first place.
The third race could be the breaking point. With a win, Dave would clinch first place, but a win for anyone else smashes it wide open. After a disappointing start to the tournament, Kevin looks to break away from the field early. A quick spin out erases his fine start. However, a determined Kevin strikes lightning shortly after and slides back into first.
Oh!
Brakes are actually key in this one.
Yeah. And hops.
Brakes and hops are so
Oh no, the bats are gonna flatten us. Yeah, the bats.
With Nick right on his tail, disaster strikes for Kevin.
I thought Wario had a little more weight. Oh no!
Nick's celebration wouldn't last long.
Oh!
With a window for Dave to take advantage of the chaos, he fails to convert, becoming the next victim of the boardwalk.
Yes, baby! Wild card. Woo!
Now a one-on-one race for Kevin and Nick on the last lap. Kevin misses an opportunity to attack as he zips past a cluster of items, allowing Nick to finish the race relatively unchallenged.
Wow. I thought it was the second. So he just pulls up the biggest rip.
A big win for Nick, making him the new tournament leader, while Dave now sits in second. Kevin now gets on the board with 6 points with the second place finish. So it all comes down to the final race. Feeling confident, Nick has his manager Gavin Tall explain his thoughts.
You know, Nick feels good. He's champion, 57-0. He's doing good. He's feeling this race. He's taking it to the end. He's going home. He's driving it home. He's taking it all the way, and that's the way she goes.
That probably couldn't have gone any worse for me, actually. So now I'm 3 points behind Nick. I gotta finish first. I have to finish first. That's it, or have him finish last. But my eyes are on first place. This is how it always was. It's always Nick and I down to the wire. So it's just gotta take it home. Frappy Snowland or whatever. I'm not a big fan, but we're just gonna give her.
A ghost can make or break a race, as Dave and Nick already know. And on this fourth and final race, a ghost once again would break it wide open. Already in first, Dave manages to steal a star, putting some early distance between himself and the others. Knowing he needs to act fast, Nick's plan is derailed by one of Kevin's many green shells. But the race is still young.
I want red shells, man.
Nick looks to attack again, but hits a rogue snowman, once again disrupting his rhythm.
Oh my god!
It gets worse.
Kevin, easy. Oh, Kevin, what are you doing? Oh, he said cut to the left. Oh, good job, Dave.
With the hope of catching Dave all but gone, Nick now sets his sights on second place, which would have the two tie for first, sending them to a sudden death showdown.
Go, Kevin!
It's a tight race between 2, 3, 4.
Kevin, wow.
Dave takes the win and places his hopes in Kevin to clinch him the tournament. Final turns. Kevin goes on the defensive. Nick can't catch him. It's over.
And just like that, a new champion is crowned. But this is only the beginning for these competitors, as the rivalries are renewed. Taylor and Kevin finish in a tie for third, as Dave takes the tournament in the final race. One that Nick saw slip right through his fingers.
I lost. What else can I say? I lost. All I needed to do was beat him or like lose to him by 1. And then we would have had a tiebreaker. It would have changed. We would have still been playing. I would have had a controller in my hand.
For Dave, the sweet feeling of success with a hint of relief.
It feels amazing. You know, I've been on my fair share of the the losses, so it feels pretty damn good. It feels pretty damn good to come in first.
It all started with a small Nintendo 64 cartridge and escalated into a battle of wits and strategy. The perfect time trial, the edge in battle, a little luck from an item box. Every inch of the track matters, and no doubt many of these competitors will be back for vengeance. After all, tomorrow is another day, and there's still a box of games to go through.